Hello, good day folks. This is Sijish. So this video I will explain and demonstrate how to implement NameNode high availability. So in the initial versions of Hadoop, so NameNode was a single point failure. So if anything happened to the NameNode, so the entire system will become unavailable. So from Hadoop 2 onwards, so we have the concept of high availability. So like one name node will be in active state and the another one will be in standby mode. So we can switch in between, so active to standby and standby to active. So also there is automated switching is possible with the zookeeper failover control. So this video I'm not going much in depth theory part, so I will directly going to my lab machine and implementing high availability for NameNode. So I have the cluster with 2 master machines and 3 worker, and which is hosted on Amazon AWS. So I can see my NameNode. So HDFS DFS -df, and it will list my file system detail, like HDFS file system in detail, like so including the NameNode and the port number, etc. So right, and this is the total size and total usage and all. So like I can use HDFS DFS -ls and just use /user, so I can do this way also. So that means this is my name node and this is the port. Suppose if this machine goes down, my HDFS system will down. So this is my cluster, and so my name node is running on 234, and I have one secondary name node also and 3 data nodes. So this is my HDFS or name cluster looks like. And if you go to the configuration, so I have 2 master 1 and master 2, and 3 workers. So all the data nodes and the slave components are hosted in these worker machines. So now I'm going to add one more name node to this one, right? So just select this HDFS from the service, then so enable name node HA. So this is very simple. Just select HDFS, then service, enable name node HA. So this is something like some name you need to use, because this name will be resolved to any one of the name node, I mean whichever the active one. So this is something like I'm just using, so name node HA or name, something like that. So you can use any name, so also better don't use any special characters or something. So my HDFS, or I can use like my HDFS, and then right, and this is the logical name. Okay, and here so you can see what is our current name node. It's a master one, and where I'm going to install my second name node, so that's on master 2. And the journal node, so we need journal nodes to be installed on 3 machines. So these machines are responsible for shared edit. Okay, because so whatever the file system changes we made from one name node should be communicated to other, so it's used by shared edit. So for that we are using journal nodes. Okay, so journal nodes I installed on master 1, master 2 and worker 3. That's okay, that is okay. And next, okay, so next you can see see the secondary name node is automatically getting deleted, because so if we do add a standby name node, so it do the functions of a secondary name node also. So that is the checkpointing and all will be done by this standby name node. So the secondary name node no longer needed. So it will automatically, the wizard will automatically delete that and add whatever the components we want. Then next, and so these are the some manual intervention is needed here. So certain steps we need to execute manually. Okay, so log into the name node, that is the master1.hadoop.com, and put the name node in safe mode. So so this command I need to execute. So I need to execute this command from HDFS user. So either copy entire string and execute, or just copy this command, then go to the master, then switch to HDFS user. See why here using sudo su hdfs -l -c. I just want this command to be executed with HDFS user. So the better way, we can just switch to HDFS and execute, because DFS admin command is allowed only for HDFS super users, or that is HDFS user here. And post to that, just once it is moved to safe mode. Safe mode is something like a read only mode. Yes, safe mode is on. Then save namespace. So this is something like we are manually doing a checkpoint. So once that is done, then only this will be in active state, right? So this become active, so that means this is successful. Okay, so only thing is log into the node. Okay, so this wizard will tell properly on which node you want to log in and what are the commands you need to do. So either you can execute this entire string from any one of the user, or if you already know the root credential, or if you already can switch to HDFS, so switch to HDFS, first execute this one. So this will change your name node to safe mode, then save namespace, that is doing some checkpoint. Then next. So it will do few configurations in this wizard, like additional name node has to install, journal node has to install, reconfiguration, then journal node start, then secondary name node has to disable and delete, etc. So this takes some time. Okay, so this configuration steps has completed. Then next. So next again, it's asking to do some commands. Okay, so log into the master1.hadoop.com, then initialize. So this is also expecting to be done as HDFS user. Just open this one and go to the master one, which I have already opened, then execute. So this is executing from HDFS user. So this is initializing shared edit. Okay, so this is taking some time. Yes, done. So once that is done, you can see this become active state, and then next. So it's starting the zookeeper service and starting the name node. So now this is done, starting component. Then again some steps we need to do. Okay, so go to the master one as HDFS user, then so we need to format zookeeper failover controller. Just do that, go to the master one and execute this command from HDFS user. So if you are using from some other user which is having sudo access, so copy this entire string and do that. So the next command we need to do is from master 2. So go to the master 2 and switch to HDFS user, or if we have a sudo access user, do it from there. So I'm using from this user directly, and here I'm switching to HDFS user, then executing this from here. Okay, so this is clearly mentioning, so this has to be done on master 2, not on the master 1, and this is the one master 1. So read the instructions properly and do as it is. Just copy that commands and do it as it is, because if this is mentioning sudo su and -l and -c option, because this command has to be executed as HDFS user, so this is also HDFS user. So if you can easily switch to HDFS user, so whatever the commands mentioned inside the single quote is enough. So we'll check both commands are executed. So master 2 has done, master 1 is also done. So now I can go next. So please confirm you have run the manual step. Yes, we have done. So now it's starting the services and installing failover controller and starting, and secondary name nodes it's deleting. and all other services which are stopped is going to start. Okay, now the finalize stage. And suppose if it's not able to start all the service or something wrong, then just do a retry. Again, if it is not still working, just done and try to troubleshoot later. But most of the time, so it work without any issue except the starting service. Even if starting service failed, then try to do a retry and do that, right? So now we have done this HA part. So now you can see the couple of new services added here. So active name node, standby name node, zookeeper failover controller, then journal nodes, etc. So now everything looks good. Now if I do a ls here, like so, sorry, so this will work, but if I do with this name, alias name, so I can access that. So alias name will be pointing to one of the active one. So we'll see that. So how the alias looks like. See, so this is the alias looks like. So if I do HDFS DFS -ls, then if I use /user, when it will list /user and this one. So my HDFS NN is pointing to any one of the active name node, and if I stop one of the active name node, so we will check how this works. So if I stop this active name node, then the standby will come into picture, and the standby will change to active mode. Okay, so this is completed. So then if I go to the dashboard and HDFS, see this is down, but the standby is up. Okay, then and again the standby has changed to active name node. So in that time also, if I do with this option, so my request is served with another name node which was the standby earlier, but now changed to active state. So this makes sure like always our name service is up and running. So even though one is goes down, so active and standby. So I can start this back, or I can change this or switch between active and standby. So in case of planned outage, or if something with hardware failure or any outage, so it can handle. So we have two name nodes. One is in active state and another is in standby state. So that's about NameNode high availability implementation. It's very easy. Just go to the HDFS and continue the process, and do follow the steps as per the instructions. So that's it. So I hope you like the content, and if you have any questions related to this, so please use the comment box. I will try to answer your queries. So also subscribe this channel and support. Thank you. Bye.